My name is Sarah Pochin, and for any of you that don't know, I hope that's none of you in this room, I am the new Member of Parliament for Reform UK, for the constituency of Runcorn and Helsby. What we achieved in Runcorn and Helsby was truly historic. Reform UK secured the closest by-election win ever. We won that night by just 6 votes. You'll all have seen the picture of Nigel doing this. And of course, everyone is claiming the 6 votes as theirs. It was my family, it was my friends, I got them all out. But isn't that great? The euphoria, the energy, the excitement that accompanied, that surrounded this victory was truly extraordinary. Runcorn and Helsby was the 16th safest Labour seat. They had a majority of nearly 15,000. And yet, the days leading up to the polling day and the actual day itself were truly like a reform festival. The weather helped, of course. We were blessed for the whole campaign with good weather, but in the few days leading up to it, it was like a heat wave. So people were in their gardens, in the evenings going around canvassing. People wanted to come out and talk to us. They wanted Corex boards. I've never experienced anything quite like it. The mood of the nation was reflected in the mood of the voters in Runcorn and Helsby. This was their chance to vote for change, and they did, in their droves. The eyes of the country and beyond were upon us that night in Runcorn and Helsby. Why? Because reform had something to prove. It had something to prove to the political establishment, to the pollsters, to you guys, the press, and most importantly, to the public. We had to prove that if you vote reform, you get reform. And they did vote reform, and they got reform. This was a powerful win and a powerful message. A vote for reform can no longer be ridiculed, brushed aside as a protest vote by other parties. A vote for reform means you get a reform politician in power, whether that is a member of parliament, a councillor, or a mayor. That night, we secured an MP, 677 councillors, and 2 regional mayors. We now control 10 councils with a combined budget of £10 billion. That is what a vote for reform does. And our 10 council leaders are high-quality individuals who, with their groups of reform councillors, are going to make some big changes in the way our local government is run. They're going to bring back common sense to local politics. They will scrap the woke DEI projects. They will cut waste, saving millions. Nationally, we might only have 5 MPs in Westminster, but we are the real opposition to Labour. We represent the mood of the country and the will of the British people. The Tories are finished, and we are coming for Labour, and they know it, and they are rattled. Keir Starmer is sounding more like a reform politician every day. He's U-turning on the policies that lost him the election in Runcorn and Helsby, like the winter fuel allowance, like his policies on the asylum hotels, like the disability benefit cuts. But whichever way he turns, he's making a hash of it, and the British public are not fooled. I'm in politics because I care, and I want you to indulge me for a moment by allowing me to share with you an email that came through during the campaign. Obviously, I can't give you the name of the author, but let me just read you an extract. Dear Sarah, I'm a young dad from Runcorn, 23 years of age, and currently studying at university. I won't say which one. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you for showing up, for listening, for representing people like me who often feel ignored. At university, I felt judged just for saying I believe British citizens should be prioritised for housing or that we need a fairer system. It's isolating. That's why seeing you campaigning here, sitting in the shopping centre, talking to people, meant so much. It showed you're not just another politician, you're someone who actually cares. And just to finish, she said, please keep going. I want a better future for my little boy. And that starts with people like you holding the line for us. How powerful is that? A genuine email. And I do care about this country. And I am proud to be British. I grew up in a family that celebrated our culture and our values. My father was in the British Army. My mum ran a post office. They worked hard. They paid their taxes. They believed in the power of education. They believed in law and order. And I have those values. And I will stand up for what is right and what is fair and put the British people first. The proud, hard-working people of this country know that the only party which represents hope in getting our country back, the only party that is brave enough to stand up for British values, and the only party that will take back control of our borders is Reform. Thank you.